Okay, so Hecate, I don't know how to pronounce it at all, is apparently the goddess of magic-ery. I don't know. Anything in the hidden corners? Nope. Okay. An elderly woman smiles from behind the counter. Hecate was made famous being used in incantations, or Hecate. Okay, Hecate. Hecate. The cat and the... Anyway, see what's for sale. Rubbing paper. This special piece of paper is for making rubbings of historical graves and such like that. Thanks to advancements in rubbing technology, you don't need any charcoal or anything. And, oh, I can buy a punch. So I will. And sandwich cream. This condiment purports to be the perfect topping for any sandwich, but the ingredient list suggests that it's old congealed cream. Well, I gotta have one. That must be the off-white stuff that they were referring to. Alright. I'm gonna rub the paper on nothing, apparently. I'm gonna be a rubless wonder. What? Why? Why can't I rub good? Can I rub here? No, there's no rub here. In the church, maybe there's rub. Come on. Come through for me on this one. Unless the sign is too withered and decayed to read. Patricia Williams, who stands accused. But I have all this rubbing paper and I must rub. Making rubbings of historical graves. But all of these are historical graves. Patricia... What was it? Patricia something? That's Proctor. These are the Putnams. Patricia Danforth? Is that... But I can't rub. Why give me rub when not rubbable? This is very interesting. Is there anything in here that's rubbable? No. Nothing in here is going to be rubbable. I don't think this gentleman is going to be rubbable. The mystery of the Putnam... the mystery of the Sandwich Museum is so far eluding me. I wonder what would happen if I went to the newspaper place. Fan service. In Kingdom of Loathing, gazebos were items that you could use to heal you. You could also build a gazebo and put it in your home base. But yes, gazebos were healing items, if I remember right. And I'm pretty sure I do, but I also don't remember very well. Regardless, they were a fairly intricate mechanic, like building and acquiring a good gazebo in that game. Yeah, I guess there was no newspaper in 1692, which makes sense because the English language hadn't been invented yet. Alright, back to Crystal Dream Lake, and I can't figure out the museum. I don't get this place. An oddly rectangular brown rock catches your attention, and on closer inspection, it turns out to be a completely rusted and partially sunk into the ground old pre-war soda cooler, although someone fitted a meat-operated lock onto the door at some point. Due to the rust, you can't tell what brand it was. Heck, you can't even tell if there's any soda still in it. Buy a soda, maybe? You force some meat into the slot and grind the crank around until the door grudgingly unlocks. Inside, you find a raccoon skeleton and one extremely old can of soda. You got an item. Rusty cola can. This can of cola is so old and rusty that you can't even tell whether it's red or blue. Or maybe some kind of horrible brown cola that you've never heard of before. Continue on your way. I'll never know. This place, it does not speak to me. I hear but whispers. But I don't... but whispers. Anyway, to the hardware store. Off to the side of the path, you see a squirrel with its tail stuck under a big rock. Free it. You lift the rock and release the poor squirrel. It chitters at you with something that sure as heck better be gratitude. After a short hike, you find a small hardware store nestled in the sparse woods surrounding the lake. It's the very model of a down-home country hardware store, except it doesn't have any old-timers sitting out in front of chewing the fat. Or sitting out front chewing the fat. I thought it was gonna be... It is a very model of a down-home country hardware store, except it doesn't have any old-timers sitting out in front chewing the fat. It doesn't work. Maybe it's their day off. Or maybe they ran out of fat. Look around. There's some hobo code. Translate it. The code reads, nice man, asking for candy. Neat. Oop, nope. Okay, in we go. Let's see. This barrel has a joke price tag on it. 10,000 neat. I hope it's a joke. A barrel of rusty nuts and bolts in case you want to buy some garbage, I guess. Paints in all of this season's trendiest patented colors, such as pear red and mauve red and dark auburn. Ah, the Pantone hardware store. This shelf is labeled ineffective pesticides. You don't understand the purpose of any of these tools. Oh, no, I know this one. It's the Hamdriver. And then this is the Spruch. And then who can forget the old Malop? Oh, yeah, and here's a grip-driven, ball peen. Alright. Hey now, that room ain't none of the stores. No, the proprietor, you presume. You're the proprietor, I presume? You're welcome to the Valley Hardware, best hardware store in Crystal Dream Valley. Because it's the only hardware store in the valley? Nah, because it's the only hardware store in... Oh, shuck, friend, you preempted my joke. Heh, sorry. Ho, now, no hard feelings. Good to see a new face round here. What can I do you for? What can I do for you? Ask for candy. Do you have any candy? Why, sure, here you go. He pulls a piece of hard candy out of a jar under the counter and hands it to you. A little piece of candy given to you by a friendly hardware man. Thanks. Ask about something else. Propose a shade? Wait. What do you have for sale? We can gain battery. Those are really good. I'm going to buy them. Cooking with paper towels. Deal 3 sleeves damage to 3 different enemies. That seems very powerful. Self-adhesive rivets. I've already got these. Sharpening stones. I should buy that. Steel-toed boots. I'm going to buy that. Used plunger. Don't really need that. Guess I'll buy that and that. And I'll buy some fuses and the matches, and I'll buy everything. There we go, I now have all the hardware I could ever desire in this world. I guess I should be upgrading my weapons, huh? No. Nah. Okay, we'll go to the books, and we'll use the cooking with power tools. This book's thesis is that there isn't really much of a difference between a kitchen mixer and an electrical drill. True. Read it? Okay, if you do Stilton Splatter, we'll hit 2 additional targets. That seems pretty good, though. That seems pretty strong. Do I have... How much XP do I have? I haven't really done a single bit of combat in a hell of a long time, huh? Well... Let's, shake down the guy. Ask about a valve. I need a pump valve for the lighthouse keeper. Oh sure, what kind do you need? Something else? Nothing else? Anything else? Gloxton? What's he need a hydroelectric power plant valve for? Maybe it was something else. Take your time. Okay, to the lighthouse. Off the side of the dirt road, you see a little trail of mushrooms. You follow it for a while and find that it leads to a cave whose mouth has been choked by mushrooms. Those things are bad for you. Continue where you're going. Alright, what kind of valve did you need? Hi! Hello again. What kind of valve was it that you needed? A Glaxton valve. Will any other kind work? No, it's a Glaxton pump. Needs a Glaxton valve. Wait, is that a style of valve or a brand name? Both. Ugh, proprietary hardware is the worst. Yeah? To the proprietary hardware store for the proprietor of the proprietary hardware. Oh, I bet I predicted that joke. Let's see if they make it. You wander off the main path and stroll along among the trees for a bit. It's nice to get out of the nature for a bit, at least until you walk into an invisible spider web and it gets all tangled in your hair. While flailing around, disgusted, trying to get it off of you, you stumble into a second spider web which goes right across your face! Ah! And that's how staggering blindly you got yourself tangled up in a third spider web. This one much larger and stronger, and made to trap prey of more or less your size. The extremely large spider sitting in the corner of the web looks delighted to see you. Inasmuch as a spider can smile, this one's smile has poison dripping off of it. Break free and escape. With a yell of power and/or terror, you yank yourself free of the webs and turn away, leaving behind an annoyed and disappointed spider. Phew. Alright, to the proprietor. Hello again! Ask about a valve. I need a Glaxton valve. Glaxton valve? Well, shucks, they stopped making those things nearly a decade ago. I guess there's a slight chance there's one in the back room. Ain't been back there since termites got at the inventory, or maybe after it got flooded. Anyway, it's a real biblical style of disaster back there. Here, I'll lock the door for you so you can take a look around. If you can find a Glaxton valve in that mess, you're welcome to it. Thanks! Mind your step in there. Leave. Oh. A pile of waterlogged garbage. It's a good thing you don't care what month it is, because this calendar is worthless. The shelf is empty, but even the emptiness is somehow dirty. Seepage has caused this concrete to become set in its ways, blow its mind. You open the concrete's mind to the wonders of the world. It feels stronger and more capable now. Nasty trash. These boxes would be perfect for storing a collection of mildewed clothes. Okay, a bunch of spare doors. How much of a door has to be gone before it doesn't count as a door anymore? In video games, you can get away with basically an upright plank of wood. Alright, let's address the door in the room. Something's wrong with this door in a way that termites and flooding doesn't readily explain. Step through it? You step through the hole in the door and immediately feel a sickening lurch in your stomach, and a burst of, this was a bad idea in your mind. Like when you hit the first drop on a traveling carnival's rusty and hastily assembled roller coaster. After a moment, when the feeling has subsided enough, you open your eyes and look around. It looks like you're still in the same place you were, except something came in and cleaned everything up while you weren't looking. Huh. Wow. This fucking Obra Dinn universe here. It's a workbench covered in tools. Make some stuff. I can make a bunch of cool things, none of which I'm going to do right now. Shelves full of neatly organized hardware that definitely hasn't been destroyed yet. There's a 1917 calendar on the wall by the desk. It looks brand new. Oops, didn't want to come back in here. As you leave the storeroom, the shopkeeper spins around and you both stare at each other in surprise. You because the shopkeeper looks quite a bit younger than he did when you went in there, and him because... hi there. Hey now, what in the heck were you doing in my back room? And how'd you get back there without me seeing you? I'm a termite inspector. I didn't call for any termite inspector. No, I do surprise inspections, so the termites won't find out in advance. Well, how'd you get past me? I am very good at my job. Well, I don't expect you found any termites. I make my own custom pesticide. Yes, it seems to be pretty effective. I might have to go back in there for a follow-up check later, though. That's fine, I suppose. Just don't move stuff around too much. I like to keep it tidy back there. No problem. Stacks of boxes neatly labeled. Wow. What happened to this guy? He used to be so young and organized. You don't understand the purpose. The shelf is laden with dangerous pesticides that you're pretty sure were banned years ago. We can rent an outhouse. Cool. That's good. A sign on the barrel says not for sale. Paints in all of the season's most popular colors, such as classic black and conservative brown and classic yellow. Beautiful. It's the hardware store guy, back when he was younger. Or is younger. Welcome to Valley Hardware, best hardware store in Crystal Dream Valley. Because it's the only hardware store in town? Huh, that's a good one. I'll have to remember that. I'm sure you will. What can I do for you? I'd like to buy one of these. Wait, ask about outhouse rentals. You're renting outhouses? You're renting outhouses? Yeah. At least I was. Now that indoor plumbing's starting to get popular, there's no market for them anymore. Just got the one left. And after that, I'm calling it quits on putting up new ones. Can I rent the last one? Yeah, sure thing. It'll be 200 meat up front for the installation and half that each month afterward for maintenance. What maintenance do you do? I dump some powdered lime down the hole, clean out the ventilation pipes, and check for splinters. And once the pit starts to get full, I'll move the outhouse over a couple of yards and dig up a new one for you. Plus, you get a free subscription to the local newspaper. Pay him. Great. Where do you want me to put it? I guess I'll do the Sandwich Museum. They've already got a pretty state-of-the-art toilet facility there, but, well, never hurts to have a backup, I suppose. Alrighty, I'll get the pit dug tomorrow and have the outhouse finished the day after. Very interesting. I guess I'm gonna do the Sandwich Museum. I don't know, this is weird. I'd like to buy what do you have for sale? Ooh, I can buy more of these things. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, I'd like to buy one of those new Glaxton valves. Sorry, government fellows bought my entire stock. What? Yeah, for the big dam they're building. I can order you one, though. How long would that take? 6 to 8 weeks. Do you mind holding on to it for me if I'm not back right away? Oh, sure, that's no problem. How long do you figure? 11 years? What? No. Forget how I said that's not a problem. Well, nuts. Listen, I can tell you they bought a heap more Glaxton valves than what they're going to need for that dam. If you go up to the worksite, you might get a foreman to sell you one of their spares. Where is it? Southeast end of the valley. You got a map? Well, I have a postcard. Crystal Dream Lake. Never heard of that. But it's got a little picture of a dam on it there, see? It's about the same place, relative to here. Great, thanks! There doesn't seem to be anything on the other side of the door. Weird. Interesting. I did not expect time travel shenanigans. I am gonna get chrono triggered in this game. Alright, we'll go back out here. The proprietor. We'll leave for a bit. And I guess we're gonna go to the museum. And, 2 of those hovering shadow orbs float up to you. They look basically like the ones you saw before. That is, they look like nothing or perhaps holes in everything. But these ones move with purpose, and that purpose is menace. The two orbs squint at you, and Dark Noel's voice echoes inside your head in a way that makes your eardrums itch. Well, well, if it isn't my favorite holiday party crasher, perhaps I need to be more explicit about the fact that you weren't invited. I don't really get the holiday thing. I like Crimbo, okay? It's my thing, and I'm sticking with it. You must have had a weird childhood. Hi. That's none of your business, and neither is the rest of this investigation, or whatever you think you're doing. You need to learn to keep your nose out of other people's affairs. I'm just trying to find my uncle. How about you keep your nose out of my affairs? What a disagreeable little urchin you are. Do you know what naughty children find in their Crimbo stockings? A festive cheese log? You swirl your hands in a mystical pattern, and launch a cheese log covered in chopped almonds and napalm at the orbs. Dark Noel's screech can be heard through the explosion. Oh, that's it! You're on the very naughty list now. Next time we meet, I'm really going to deck your halls. The black orbs vanish in little puffs of smoke. Fa la 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 la, jerk. Oh. This outhouse has another one of those time portals in it because it's apparently impossible for us to make a game that doesn't include a blatant Day of the Tentacle reference. Flush yourself through. I feel a little bit sad that I haven't noticed any Day of the Tentacle references in the previous games. But here it is. And if you don't know what Day of the Tentacle is, congratulations, you're not old. Flush on through to the other side. Welcome to Sandwich. Don't break the law, please. This discarded newspaper says it's March 3rd, 1962. That's a few days before the last entry in that diary from the Putnam house. Somebody led this horse to this water, but the horse is finishing the job itself. A water trough, fulfilling its destiny of hydrating a horse. Go ye fish, ye! Better not. You might accidentally give the horse a lip piercing, and who even knows how long it'll be before those are fashionable. Nice! That's a, did they make Day of the Tentacle? No. God, no. Hello, come right in. Sorry, I didn't mean to intrude. Not at all. I'm always glad to have visitors when my husband is out riding the circuit. My name's Virginal Birdbert. A pleasure. I'm Teresa Danforth. You like what you see, baby?